Trouble in Mind is a classic 8-bar blues song, and today I'm going to be playing it on my new baritone ukulele. I'm also going to be sharing the chords for ukuleles in standard tuning, so if you have one of those, please play along. And of course you can play along on any instrument so long as you know the chords. So today we're going to be playing it in the key of G, and we're only using 3 chords, the G, C, and D7 chords. But what are the 8-bar blues? Basically, the 8-bar blues is a template for a song that follows a very specific chord progression. Bar is another term for a measure, and a measure or a bar is a grouping of beats. And so for this song, we're counting in sets of 4. So each measure or bar has a set of 4 beats. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And we're switching the chord with every new set of 4. We're using just the 1, 4, and 5 chords, and we're using the pattern of 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 5. So if we're playing it in the key of G, that means we're going to play G for a set of 4 beats, and then we're going to play D7 for a set of 4 beats, G for 4, C for a count of 4, G, D7, G, D7. So it's going to sound like this. G, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, and that repeats. So why don't we warm up by playing through that chord progression a couple times. We're gonna go G, D7, G, C, G, D7, G, D7. Now try to do it. I'm not going to call out the chords. One more time. G, practice getting that chord progression really drilled into your muscle memory, because I think the melody of this song is really tricky. It's really syncopated, and it's kind of doing a thing completely separate from the beats. Before I start strumming and singing, let me explain one more piece of music theory. So we have this concept called pickup notes, and I have another video that talks about that. But for Trouble in Mind, every verse starts with some pickup notes. And so all that means is we've kind of subdivided that bar. We've broken it up and split it up so it's kind of tacked on at the beginning and down at the end. So instead of starting with our 1 chord, we're actually starting with the 5 chord. So we're going to start with D7. And when I make these tutorials, I try to provide enough music theory information to try to answer some of the questions you might be posing in your brain, but I also try not to overwhelm or overcomplicate things. So if you have any questions about pickup notes or music theory in general, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll do my best to address them. Anyway, this song is one of the exceptions to the rule of our folk songs starting and ending with the 1 chord. We are starting with the 5 chord, and since we're playing in the key of G, that means D7. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. And now I'm gonna play through the first verse with a basic down-up strum. Again, we're starting with the 5 chord. Are you ready? trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Now, if this feels like a lot to manage with the melody and the singing, feel free to use that basic down-up strum, but I'm going to show you another option. It's very versatile, and it's one of the strums I include on my ukulele chord chart, so I'll include a link to that in the description below if you want to check that out. It's just a nice way to kind of accent the one, and we're incorporating one little rest. So we're going to strum down, rest, down, up, down, up, down, up. And played without me talking over it, it sounds like this. Now I'll play through the 8-bar blues with this strum pattern so you can hear what it sounds like. So practice these individual pieces on their own. Remember, when you're strumming a new strum pattern, you want to give each down strum, up strum, and rest an equal amount of time. That is the key to getting the right timing. But when you're ready, when you got the strum pattern, you've got the 8-bar blues chords drilled in, come along and sing and strum along as we sing through the 4 verses of Trouble in Mind. We're going to sing through those 4, and then we're going to repeat the first verse to end the song. Okay, now we're starting with our 5 chord. Are you ready? Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line, let the 219 train ease my troubled mind. Trouble in mind, it's true, I have almost lost my mind. Sometimes I feel like living, sometimes I feel like dying. I'm going down to the river, bring along my rocking chair. If these blues don't leave me, I'm gonna rock away from here. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please share it with a friend that you like to make music with. And of course, you can head over to musicalmama.com, where you can find all of my books, charts, and a ton of free resources and video tutorials and play-alongs for ukulele players. That's all for now. Until next time, happy strumming!